Hello, welcome to another video. Today we're going to be doing part 3. Yes, this is part 3 only. Yes, part 3 of my Let's Store Away These 445 Different Drills from my Art Dot pack. So thank you to Art Dot for letting me review this product. So yeah, so we are going to be doing page 3, which is DMC 543 to 728 of my homemade DMC chart. So I am going to add them to my chart and then put them in my spare storage. I did make some labels for my baggies because they're all gonna just go in their own individual baggie. And if you want more explanation, go watch part 1 and 2 because I may have put a little bit more explanation in those ones. So yeah, here's the first strip here. So 543. So I did, like I said, I did just make this thing myself, the DMC color chart. I did make it from a cross-stitch website that had the DMC colors and the, what do you call those? The name of the color on there. So, where am I drilling? I think I need to move this a little closer, so let's move you a little more forward. I'm like not used to diamond painting that far away from my head, so hopefully you're not seeing my head. But yeah, I did take a break from doing this last week so that I could kit down something because my kitting down was getting very behind. So I decided last week to just put a kitting up video instead of part 3 of this. So now we're doing part 3. So last week we also found that in my 445 drills, there was one color that was not included so 504. So I wonder if this one, I'm gonna have the same thing. We'll see. So next one is 550, which is violet, very dark. I need to put a little bit more space here so I can see the... So I am just adding these to the chart just so that, you know, if ever there's a point where I have, I don't know, something with no DMCs, I could refer to this. And plus it's just pretty. Like, it's just pretty that it's in this chart. I don't know. It just makes me happy to put it in this chart. So yeah, violet, very dark. And I do have in this chart 6 columns. My original plan was to put a round, square, and then the ABs for round and square. And then I recently started putting the rhinestones here. So I do have a couple rhinestones in this one. And then now my 6th one will just be all of these ones from the Art Dot. So it will be my way of putting in a single manufacturer's colors, because if you've watched a couple of my kitting downs, you have seen that just because it's the same DMC does not mean that they all match in color. They should match in color, but even the same seller, the colors might not always match. So it's just like a slightly differentiation in how it got manufactured. It makes a difference. So 552. I forgot that I should put my label down first before I start pouring them, because last week, since there was that one that was missing, I did get kind of confused. So yeah. So what was I going to talk about today? So 2 weeks ago, on Monday, so when I posted part 2 of this video, I did qualify for monetization on YouTube. So yay! I got to reach qualification on YouTube. This is why I shouldn't talk and do something at the same time. To reach monetization on YouTube, you have to get to, in case you're curious, you have to get to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. So as in like people watched cumulatively your video for 4,000 hours. So I actually got to the 4,000 watch hours a while back. It was I got to that when I was at 500 something subscribers, I think. So my hardest journey in my monetization was actually the subscribers. So believe it or not, I actually only got. Okay, so what was I saying? Oh yeah. See, it's really hard to talk and do something at the same time. So believe it or not, it actually took me more time to get to 100 subscribers than it did for me to go from 100 to, ooh, wait, I knew I messed up. Okay, so the other one, this is actually 553, but because I skipped a label. And this should be 554. Okay, so I don't know if I could be talking while doing this. Apparently I'm doing too many things, putting a label on something, drilling something, and then putting it away. That's just too many things to do at once. I apparently can't multitask as much as I thought. You know, I think I'm gonna change my pen. I've been so used to using longer pens that I'm trying out these polymer clay ones to see if I like them, but they're the size of old normal diamond painting pens, and now that I've gotten fancier, I'm using longer ones, so these ones just seem so short. And I guess I'm one of those ones who holds the pen up higher. Yeah, okay, so yeah, I'm gonna just switch my pen out. But yeah, so what was I saying? So I did reach the criteria for monetization, as in my 1,000 subscribers, just 2 weeks ago. So thank you everyone for subscribing, and watching and viewing and commenting, because it's exciting to reach these milestones on YouTube. So yeah, I was saying that it took me longer to get to 100 subscribers than it did for me to go from 100 to 1,000 subscribers. So so if you are watching this and you are a new YouTube channel or a new, like, see, now I'm acting like I know what I'm doing, but if which I don't. Okay, so now see, this is why I'm still on 561. So if you are a new YouTube channel and you're getting discouraged because it's taking you so long just to get to the first 100, let me just tell you, it took me longer to get to my first 100 than it took me to go from 100 to 1,000. So what the struggle is very real in the beginning. So if you think this is something you enjoy, keep at it. Don't give up, because it's really easy to give up in the beginning. Because you think no one's watching, which is true. No one really is watching at the beginning. But yeah. So once I actually got to 1,000 subscribers, which was Monday. So Monday, 2 weeks ago, I woke up and of course, the first thing I check is my YouTube. Why? Because why not? Because the night before, I was very, very close to 1,000, like within like 2 people of subscribing. So I was like, ooh, I hope like 2 people subscribe to my channel and I'm at 1,000. So I wake up and I'm like, hey, I'm at 1,000. Does that mean the little button in the part where in YouTube where it says apply for monetization is going to be available? So yeah, I log in to YouTube on my computer, because it's easier to see it on the computer than, at least for me, than on my little phone. So I log in and I was like, oh, the button is active, I could apply. So 6 a.m. on Monday, well, a little bit before 6 a.m. on Monday, there I am applying. So the steps are, the first step is you have to read their little policies. So you read that, that's the first step. The second step is you apply for Google AdSense, which is how they put the ads on the YouTube channel. And then that one, it goes into review. And then once the Google AdSense is reviewed, then it'll go straight into the YouTube review. So you don't have to do anything. So So there, I go sign up for Google AdSense and then I go to work. I get home, and it says, okay, the AdSense is done. I was like, yay, the AdSense is done. So then all that's left is step 3, which is wait for YouTube to approve your channel. And I'm like, and in the little blurb under it, it says, this typically takes 30 days. And I was like, 30 days? That's so long. So I'm gonna have to still like not be paid for any of my YouTube videos for 30 more days. So yeah, so then I was like, okay. But see, prior, when I got to like about 900 subscribers, I did look up a bunch of videos of what was the next steps, just so that I didn't do something wrong. So most of those ones where they were like, okay, this is how I applied, and then most of them said that they got monetized or they got approved in 3 to 5 days. I was like, okay, 3 to 5 days. I'll be approved by Friday. Fast forward to Monday, the following Monday, I still hadn't been approved. I was like, So that's when things start going in your brain. You start thinking, oh no, did I do something wrong? Was there, I don't know, an issue? I don't know. Bad things start going in your brain. You think that you're not going to get approved because when you watched a whole bunch of videos that were pretty much told me the most of the time people get approved within 3 to 5 days, and it's been 7 days for me and I hadn't gotten approved yet. And I was like, this is when you think all the bad things are going to happen. So then I was like, oh man, it's been a week. What's wrong? They had already put ads on my channel, so I thought that the approval would be really quick, since I figured there was already a preliminary review before they started putting ads on my channel. So I was like, okay. So then bad things start going in your brain. You're like, did I do something wrong? Is this like why it's taking so long? Because they had to do a second review because something is against on my channel. And then I was like, okay, I need to not freak out. They did say 30 days. So instead of just looking up videos of how to monetize, I start to how to apply for the monetization. I started looking up how to get approved faster. So that was like a whole slew of different videos, which I should have watched 2 weeks ago instead of last week. So on Monday, I start watching a bunch of those kind of YouTube videos. So there's not as many of those. I don't know why, and a lot of them were not in English, even though the thumbnails and the titles were in English, they were not in English. So it took me a couple videos before I finally found one in English. It actually was, the girl was from somewhere in Africa, but she spoke English, so I could understand what she was saying. And then I was like, oh, okay, that's what she did. And then I found another video. It was a girl from the Philippines, and she had pretty much the same experience doing the same thing to get approved quickly. And both of these people got approved within like 5 hours of them, like after step 2 of the monetization. I was like, 5 hours. I'm waiting 7 days. So you know what I did? I followed their advice. So their advice was, so I'm just telling you this in case any of you are YouTube people, YouTube creators, and I have not yet reached the monetization, and you could maybe learn from my dumb mistakes because I didn't know any better. But their advice was, after you apply, you should send a message to YouTube. But when you're on YouTube, there's no real obvious place where you could send them a message. So they pretty much sent the message from the send feedback portion of YouTube Studio, which is where the people who have YouTube channels, they post their videos on YouTube Studio, and there's a portion at the bottom of YouTube Studio that says send feedback. So what they both did, both of these YouTube channels that got monetized in like 5 hours, what they both did is they sent a nice message to YouTube Studio. to YouTube through YouTube Studio. So I sent a very similarly worded message. So I sent to YouTube a message saying, "Dear YouTube, I recently qualified for monetization." What did I say? "Dear YouTube, I recently qualified for monetization. I have over 1,000 subscribers and I have well over the 4,000 watch hours. I was just checking to see if there's any more information you need from me for the review. Thank you very much for your time, Joan." So that's what I sent them, something like that. So I sent them to this on Monday at like 11:30 p.m. Before I went to sleep. I was like, what can it hurt? Worst case is it's still under review tomorrow. So I wake up the next day and I see in my email, my YouTube email, I was like, "Congratulations, you've been accepted." I was like, what? That's all I had to do is, and that was timestamped at like 4:30. And I was like, wait, 4:30, I sent this at 11:30. That's seriously 5 hours. That's all I had to do to get approved, was send a lovely message to YouTube on that send feedback, because I could have done that like a week before and been monetized 1 week earlier. So yeah, in case you are watching this and your YouTube channel that is on the verge of monetization, or you're not even monetized, but remember this: send feedback, because it's just too coincidental that I sent the message at 11:30 p.m. and I got a "congratulations, you're approved" in 5 hours later. It's just too coincidental that my message did not somehow prompt me to get approved. So as of last week, Tuesday, at 4 a.m., 4:30 a.m., well, it wasn't until I woke up and had to change all my... So you have to physically, manually change all your videos to be monetized. So as of when I woke up on Tuesday and I switched all my videos to be monetized. So as of Tuesday last week, yay, I'm monetized. Sorry for the ads, but I feel like there were already ads on my channel prior to me reaching the monetization criteria, but at least now I'm getting my share of it. But yeah, so thank you everyone for the support, and I'm sorry for all the ads, but I'm sure most of you are used to it. YouTube does like to do their ads. But now I'm getting my slight pennies for my channel. So so thank you very much. So I only have a few days of like data, so I don't know if anyone would be interested in knowing how much I make. I don't know. So after watching a whole bunch where they say how much they make, I'm like, but I never found like a diamond painting channel that said how much they make. I was like, would there be a interest in this? I mean, or should I just keep quiet about it? I don't know. But yeah, see, the thing is, when you're looking things up like this, most of the channels that say how much they make are all channels about finance or something, or about how to do a YouTube channel. So yeah, I don't know. I might do one of those, I got my first YouTube paycheck videos, because I found those interesting, but it's totally not diamond painted related, so would it be good for my channel? But yeah, I have nothing to hide. I'm not making bank from my channel at this point, so if there was ever a time to show you how much I made, it's now, when I'm not making much. And who knows if I'll even make that much at all, so... But yeah. So yay, exciting times. I hope I'm on 604. Man, this is why... Oh yeah, 605 is also pink, so I'm still on track. I'm still on track. Okay, so... exciting times, at least for my channel. It's like another level of something to look at, because, yeah, when you have a YouTube channel, especially when you're new, you look at everything. You look at your analytics. You see, you kind of obsess when like you wake up and you're like, oh man, I lost a subscriber. So on the day I applied for monetization, I told you I woke up and I had exactly 1,000 subscribers. So I immediately applied for the monetization. So I was like, so then my video pops up. All my videos pop up. I have videos pretty much scheduled Monday to Friday that get posted 8:15 a.m. Pacific time. So I did see like one of my earlier comments for my video that Monday was like, you're so close, you're at like 999. I was like, I'm at 999. I lost a subscriber. So yeah, in the beginning, you're like, oh my gosh, I lost a subscriber. What happened? Blah, blah, blah. And then I was like, you know, I think YouTube, I don't think I actually lost a subscriber. I think YouTube has like weird glitches sometimes, because I swear like I lose a subscriber and then like 2 seconds later, that if you refresh, it's back to 1,000. So I think sometimes YouTube has strange glitches in the number counts. Yeah, but I was like, I lost a subscriber. By the time I got home, I was back to over 1,000. I actually gained more, but it's just one of those like things you'll look at when you have a YouTube channel. I should probably stop obsessing about it, but and just kind of just go with it. But yeah, it's interesting. It's like a new level like of dynamic, like having the actual like ad revenue analytic thing pop up, because before I didn't have that column, so it's now interesting to see. What's funny is, okay, I don't know if you know, since I did watch a lot of these things, so that's what's in my brain right now. So there's a thing that the YouTube people call, which is CPM, which is cost per mil or something, which is pretty much how much YouTube is making, how much YouTube is, I guess, making from ad revenues for every 1,000 views of your video. So there's this, that's what they call it, the CPM. And I think YouTube gets a cut of that. Like, I think YouTube gets like 50% and you get 50%. Or I think I saw someone said that YouTube gets 45% and the creator gets 55%. And I was like, okay, that kind of works. My math wasn't exactly that, but it was probably about the right number. So yeah, there is a number there, but that number changes every day. Depends on the video, because each video has a different CPM, and it could change day to day. So I don't know how everything gets calculated. So there are some videos that make way more money per 1,000 views, and there are some videos that make very little for 1,000 views. So, and I was trying to figure out if there was a pattern, like do kidding up videos make more money than a completion video or an unboxing video? And there was no pattern. I couldn't understand it. So so yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing the same videos. I mean, would I have really like suddenly stopped doing kidding up videos because I wasn't making as much video money from them? No, because this is like one of my favorite type of videos, the kidding up videos. So yeah, but it was just interesting. It was just like another interesting thing to look at when you're looking at your YouTube numbers. And if you're not a YouTuber, you're just like, what is this person talking about? But there are a lot of us who have YouTube channels. Apparently, we're just like a growing number of people. And I remember watching something on the news where kids were asked what they wanted to be when they grew up, and like a YouTube star or like an internet star was like up there in the what people want. And I'm like, hey, wait, does that mean I'm a YouTube star now? Because it doesn't really count until you're making money, right? I don't know. Not that I'm making much. I'm not quitting my day job. I'm not based off of just a couple days. Nope. I'm not gonna have enough money, alas. Oh well. This was for fun anyway. But yeah. it being an internet star or like YouTube star was like one of those top career choices people wanted to do. I was like, wow. Because, okay, so my cousin's daughter, her main job really is a YouTube star. So I might link her. She has a pretty good following. She has like over 500,000 subscribers, and her main job really is YouTube. So I remember when my sister and I must be old or something, we were like, can she really make money from being a full-time YouTuber? Apparently some people can. But yeah, my cousin's daughter that's her primary work, is a YouTuber, and it just boggles my mind that is an actual like full-time job people could do and quit their real jobs. But I guess it's possible. But yeah, no, I wouldn't want to be a full-time YouTuber. There's just too much uncertainty in it. I just don't have the interest in anything else rather than the diamond painting. So, yeah. Diamond painting is so niche-y that there's just no way that, and I don't think any diamond painting channel, actually, I don't know, there are a couple like that are in the tens of thousands now, right? That they would get to 500K subscribers. I don't know. Is there a YouTube channel that has over 100K? I don't think so. Like, I've seen a couple with a lot, like tens of thousands, but I haven't seen anyone with like 100K. But maybe it's because diamond painting is still relatively new, and I don't know. All I know is diamond painting is too niche-y, I guess, that I just don't think that there'll ever be a point where you could get 500K subscribers. But who knows? I don't ever expect to get 500K. I think I might go a little nuts so if I became that successful on YouTube. But yeah, I would have to probably do YouTube for years and years and years and years and years and years to ever get to that point. And I don't know. Who knows? Who knows how long I'll be doing this? For all I know, I'm going to be doing this next year and be like, still doing it and still enjoying it. But we'll see, right? What's sad is I've noticed more and more of the longer term YouTubers are, I guess, getting burnt out and like quitting or taking a break, and it's really sad to see that happen. But I get it. Like I said, diamond painting is too niche-y that we're never going to be the ones making like thousands of dollars a month on it. But for all I know, those bigger ones are. So I have no idea what like the bigger YouTubers who have tens of thousands subscribers make, but just based off of what I make, this is not I cannot do this as a full-time job. But it's a great hobby, and it's great to, I guess, supplement my diamond painting habit. So now I'm like, hey, maybe I could buy an expensive like diamond painting, or I'm actually what I think my first couple YouTube paychecks is gonna go towards maybe getting a slightly better camera. I mean, I've tried to make my videos as good as I can with what I have, but I'm like, maybe it's time. Maybe I need to go buy a better camera. So I'm pondering, like right now I'm using my old tablet to record my videos, and it's working out for me. I mean, I think I've watched YouTube on my bigger screen TV, and I've watched my videos just to see how the video quality looks, and it doesn't look bad. So I think even with my old tablet, I'm getting good enough video quality. but I was thinking maybe I should upgrade my video or my camera. I'm pondering whether to buy just a camera, as in just it's a camera, but I'm not really a camera person, so I don't really know what to get, and it would be kind of single use. Or I'm pondering just to buy a new tablet, a new better tablet or something, and at least that way it'll have more than one use other than just being a camera. I have no idea. But no, I need a couple YouTube paychecks to pay for this thing. So yeah, this is in the future thing. For now, this is what you're going to get. I did buy a couple more lights, and you may or may notice that I actually don't have my flower background. It's still here, but this is a backdrop I got from AliExpress. I've actually had it for a while, but it's much smaller than I thought it would be, even though I knew the dimensions. I even measured my table. When I actually got it, it seemed just so small that I didn't use it for a while, and it was curled up because it came to me rolled. So so I was like, you know, I should go use my backdrop now. So now I have this boring-ish white backdrop here. Kind of miss the flowers, but this is more neutral, like, so I'm not gonna, it's not gonna clash against anything I show. But yeah, nope, I have this kind of boring white background. I did actually also order another one that was bigger after I got this. So now, yes. So I'm doing little things. I also have more lights around. So I don't know if it's helped the lighting situation, because yeah, where I film, it's kind of hit or miss depending on how sunny it is outside, how much light I get in here. But I figure with the artificial lights, I could go brighter art light. So I do have more lights around me, so I'm hoping it's a little bit brighter, but I do get some shadows just based off of where things are placed. But yeah, see, I'm trying to get fancier, right? This is my steps into getting fancier, but I'm doing it slowly because, like I said, we'll see. My first YouTube paycheck, I might, well, depending on how much it is, I might need a couple YouTube paychecks to pay for. Either I'm going to just get a new camera, or I'm just going to just get a better tablet. At least that way I'll have like a multi-use thing, because all my setup right now is good for a tablet, so I wouldn't have to buy anything else other than the tablet, because my holder for my camera right now is a tablet holder, and it's worked. I'm able to just move the arm up higher if I need to do a more zoomed out. I could move the arm lower if I need to go lower. So I've been able to show my big things and my small things, and I'm afraid if I switch over to a camera, those tend to be heavier. So I'm not sure if I would be able to show all of the whole glory of it. I don't know if you know what I mean, but yeah, we'll see. Everything is just like, I'm just planning this. I don't have the paycheck in my hands yet, so this is all more like a dream, like when I actually get my first YouTube paycheck, right? Or my first couple YouTube paychecks, because yeah, I don't think the one paycheck's gonna be enough for a camera. But yeah, now I'm like, yeah, I have, like, before I got monetized, YouTube was just kind of fun. It was just more of a, well, it's still fun, but it was more of a, like, let's see if I could get to this point now that I am, I guess, getting a little money from it. I'm like, you know, I should use this money to just put it back in my channel, right? Because, yeah, so I could get make slightly better content. I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, this is months in the future. Because, yeah. So if you don't know, you need to have accumulated at least $100 in the YouTube AdSense before they'll send you a paycheck. So if I don't get that in a month, I would have to wait the following month, and then they'll just combine them. So we'll see. We'll see if my pennies line up enough that I even get a first check in just the first month. But yeah, this is all my like future plans with the future money that I don't even have yet. Like, why am I making this future plans with future money that I don't even have yet? But it's nice to think about it, right? So 666. Okay. 676 is old gold. Like, I think I talked enough about my YouTube monetization journey so far. Yeah, like I said, it's an interesting, it's something different, it's something else to look at. It's just like another, it opened up like a whole different aspect in my YouTube journey. So yeah. So what else am I now that, man, see, the problem with these videos, they do tend to be long, and I do run out of things to talk about. Like, I don't know how, yeah, I tend to run out of things to talk about. So I was talking about like current events. Since I do record this, I'm recording this on Sunday. This is going to be posted tomorrow, Monday. So yeah, I am also planning, I'm not sure if I'll put one of these videos up next week. I'm planning to kind of reorganize my leftover storage. So I did buy 2 more of these photo boxes. I currently have 4, and I bought 2 more. My plan is to actually separate out, because so I bought 2 more, so I'll have a total of 6 boxes. And for kitting down purposes, going through 6 boxes is actually a lot. So my plan was that I was going to, split up my rounds and my squares. So I was going to have them just be in 3 boxes each. And my plan was, I don't think I have as many rounds as I do squares. So my plan was, my rounds were also going to include my special shapes. Not my special shapes, but my rhinestones. Technically they're round also. I don't know where I'm going to put the special shapes. I don't know if I'm going to put them in with the rhinestones or whatnot, but I'm thinking I'm going to do a revamp. I have to make, I guess, I did already buy, okay, so I bought blank playing cards to do as my dividers, like these dividers here. So I'll show that. I haven't recorded the video yet, so I shouldn't be saying this, because for all I know, I'm not going to end up doing it next week. It'll depend. I'm not going to record it until next weekend, so it'll depend if I actually end up doing this. But yeah. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so yeah, that's, I think my video next week will, instead of me doing part 4 of this video, I'm gonna do a revamp of my storage. I have gotten asked how I set it up, and I figured that's the best way to show how I set it up during my revamp, instead of just, because I have it already set up, so how can I show a setup video when I already have it set up? But with, look at all these pretty greens, but with me showing a revamp of my video, I could kind of also show a setup of how I do my my storage here. So yeah, that's my plan for next Monday. If I don't end up getting it all together, like putting all this together, because just having the extra card will take a while, I'll just do part 3 of this, part 4 of this, because doing one of these more tutorial videos does take a little bit more setup for me. So it depends on my time next weekend whether I could get this all set up. But that's my plan for next weekend, hopefully. But yeah, So next week will be me reorganizing my spare storage, because you can never have reorganization of your spare storage videos, right? So luckily so far everything in this I have not had a missing one, so watch, that just jinxed me, and that's, I'm gonna have like something missing soon. But yeah. I did notice also on this page I already have a lot already filled in from, like, these are from just my normal diamond paintings. I did want to just keep it there because I kind of liked me kind of filling these in separately for diamond painting. So what I normally do is I fill these in right after I finish a diamond painting. I just get this out, and then I just go through the leftover drills of the finished diamond painting, and I just fill this in. I mean, lots of times things are already filled in, so I just skip it, but it's entertaining to fill this in. I probably could fill in way more of these because I only started filling this in with my current diamond paintings, because I didn't really want to go back to all this stuff in the baggies and fill it in. So it's just going to be more my newer ones that are going to fill this in, but that's fine with me. Instead of, you know, taking up like this long period of time where all I'm doing is filling in these things from my baggies. It's easier to do it in a tray, and once it's already in the baggies, you don't really want to take them out until you actually need them. Alright, 702. Now I'm pondering if I'm actually, like, if I do split up the rounds and the squares, if I'm going to, like, okay, so I don't know if you realize, but just the card alone takes up a lot of space. So just adding a second set of card will actually lessen how much I'm actually putting in here. But with me going 2 more storage containers, considering I only have 4, I think there should be plenty of space, hopefully. Yeah, let's be hopeful. 703 is chartreuse. It's green, if you didn't know what chartreuse was. I don't know my colors. If someone told me they had a chartreuse dress, I'll be like, that's nice. I actually think chartreuse to me sounds more like a blue, but I don't know any better. But yeah, I don't know what I'm saying anymore. But this is where everything goes wrong when I have these longer videos. I run out of things to talk about, and then I start going into random tangents. But, you know, I figure by this point of the video, most of the people who would have clicked onto this video would not be watching anymore, because not everyone watches my videos to the very bloody end. And if you are still watching, thank you very much for watching my video to the very bloody end. But yeah, it does get kind of hard to think of things to talk about for like an hour, because these videos tend to be closer to an hour than they are to like 20 minutes. But yeah, like, I'm already at 43 minutes, I think. So yeah. Ooh, cream. This one is called cream. Okay, I'm thinking of taking out these random green ones that seem to have come in from the previous bag. Let's see. I saw one more. Just because it was so obvious that was in there. 712 is cream. I don't know if I get this. Like, I don't have anything on my other ones. I don't think I get this one that much. Although it sounds like such like a color that would be very common in things. Maybe I don't choose anything that has cream in it. But yeah, now I'm talking about the colors, which that will probably be what happens when I start running out of things to talk about. 712. Okay. Next color is plum. See, that's the random thing. Like, they had the whole greens, and then now I just have a plum, and then the rest are going to be orange. So, yeah, I don't know how these things got added, but some of them make sense, because then you have like a whole bunch of greens right next to each other, and sometimes you have this random cream and then a random plum in the middle of the greens and the oranges. Yeah. I mean, there are also DMC charts that are in color class. That actually might look really beautiful if you complete this by color class, but that's just way... yeah. There's probably charts that you could download that are in color class. It would make doing this much harder because they are in DMC order and people are used to things in DMC color. But it might make like putting things together. Man, I have a piece of hair stuck here. How did a piece of hair get stuck here? Yeah, you didn't really need to know. You probably could, I don't know. How clear is my video recording? Alright. Yeah, there are DMC charts that have the numbers by color class. Man, look, there's some pinks in here. I'm guessing by this point the strips were getting kind of... I did notice that there was 2 colors that accidentally got mixed. It's coming up soon, so I might, when I get to that, I might just pour it out and then choose the things and then sort it out after the video, because yeah, you don't want to see me struggle for like an hour sorting out drills. But yeah, at least I know what DMC number they'll be, and I'll just use the color as my way of figuring out which one's which. But yeah, that's the problem sometimes with these strip packages, is they do get crimped incorrectly, and then like one will spill over to another. So yeah. Nope, did I not cut this all the way? So in case you're wondering where my pink flower background is, it's still here. My table would be just too loud if I plunked something down, so my tablecloth actually kind of added a muffler, not a muffler, but something to break the sound, make it not as loud, something to soften the sound. So I did still keep my pink flower tablecloth. It's still under here. It kind of does add the softness to the table a little bit. And this thing is just in oh my gosh, need a little water break. Yeah, that's what happens when you end up talking too long with no water break. But yeah, I still have the flower background underneath. It does help muffle any, like, this could end up being really loud, annoyingly loud if I just had my table. So yeah, it's still under there in case you wonder, and you might still see it sometimes if my backdrop is too small for what I'm showing. But these orange colors are a great number. I mean, great name. Orange spice. Dark, medium, and light. But yeah. But maybe I'm not meant to make these really long videos. I did just record a kitting up video just shortly before this, so maybe that's too much at once. But I did take a break between them, so yeah. Maybe I just need to talk less, but yeah, 725 is topaz. But I don't even know what I was talking about anymore. See, this is where my quality of my talking declines the longer I talk, right? This is probably why when people start like tuning out and stopping watching, they probably already done it like 40 minutes ago. But yeah. Oops, this one is topaz. $7.25. So yeah, my box is actually getting pretty full now. So maybe, yeah, next week might be a good time to do the revamping. I have to come up with categories for my special shapes. Like I think I'm just gonna put them in group them together by color, just because even though I do have the DMC acrylic chart conversion number things, I don't really want to put them by DMC. I want to put them by color. That way, if I do want to bling something up, I just have to be like, okay, I need a red. And then I just go to all the reds and just take them out and spread them out and look at them. Just to see what I have possible to do my blinging up. I also did get some of the packs of ABs and special like things from Diamond Dots, so I do have a couple more like blingy Diamond Dots drills, but Diamond Dots are a different number system. I do have the Diamond Dots to regular conversion chart, but they don't include the special ones, so yeah. I do have those two to also bling up my rounds. I wonder if Diamond Dots is gonna come up with a freestyle ones for their squares, because then those might be easier for me to get, because I could just go to the Joann store and get 728 is golden yellow. This looks really different than what's currently on my, so that's why I'm like, is that really 728? Because what's on my chart here looks more golden yellow than what's on this. Oop, oop, oop. Lost one. I don't know if you could tell, is it too zoomed out? I ponder sometimes how far I should zoom these things out. Like, do you want to see everything, or do you want it to just see where the action is? Yeah. Okay, so there it is. I am done with that. But yeah, here it is, more close up. This is what I was talking about, this being much different in color than those. I don't know if you could tell, but yeah, there it is. This one is all completed. I didn't do as good of a job, I think, in lining these up, but oh well. It is kind of hard to diamond paint these things. This is why I don't do whip and chats. I think I would have I would diamond paint so ugly during a whip and chat. But yeah. All right, so this is part 3. Stay tuned for part 4, which may be next week or maybe the following week, depending on if I do my organization revamp video. But yeah, all right. Thank you for watching and happy diamond painting. Bye.